Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our presentation today. Let me introduce myself. My name is Kan and my partner is Han. Today, our group will present Chapter 19, Production and Operations Management. Now let's have a quick look at these main points that we will go through. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna talk about the evolution of production and operations management. As we all may know that the cost and quality of a product are largely determined by the effectiveness and efficiency of the production system. That's why US companies typically cut costs by plant closing, downsizing, laying off production workers, or selling off unprofitable businesses. They just focus on capital investment and consequently ignore the huge benefit that they can gain from the labor force. Meanwhile, in Japan, some factories are designed to be employee-centered, which is putting the employees at the center of the production process. Although the Japanese have a group-oriented culture, activities are directed by managers and engineers. And the US companies have evolved to a point of American teamwork, which is putting the employees into management activities, such as determining the appropriate methods of work, rating other team members' performance, and some teams even have the authority to fire loafers. But nowadays, American managers are getting better at balancing their human and capital investment. They are more interested in any suggestions or ideas that can improve the production process. And because of the need to revitalize the production system, production and operations management have appeared as a challenge to all organizations. So all companies need to continuously develop new ways to improve their productivity. Now let's move on to the next part. Graphic methods. Graphic methods have been developed to assist in production and operation methods analysis. These techniques themselves do not improve the way a task is done. Instead, it permits a person to improve the production process. And I'm going to talk about 4 charts that are used in graphic methods. The first one is flow process chart. It illustrates the activities involved in an entire process, showing the sequence in which they are performed. Each task to be accomplished is identified, and a person can view the sequence of a task to find a better way to accomplish the job. The second one is operation chart. It shows an operator's activities while an operation in a process is performed, and usually operations are broken down into smaller categories, and a manager can view a task to see if it's being done the best way. The third one is worker machine chart. It shows if there is excessive idle time in a process, and an idle worker may be assigned an additional machine to control. The fourth one is activity chart. It shows the interaction of the team members of a group in performing a task, and the actions of each team member are displayed in relation to the actions of other team members. Okay, let's move on to the next part, labor measurement. If managers want to manage the labor resources effectively, then there must be some ways of measuring the use. And there are three primary methods, which are time study, predetermined time standards, and work sampling. First one, time study. Time study is the systematic measurement and analysis of the time required to do a work. And you can look at page 619 and 620 to see the steps included in a time study. And now I'm gonna show you three formulas that are used to estimate average time, normal time, and standard time. Okay, the second method is predetermined time standards. They are established estimates of the time required to perform minute tasks. In order to see how long a certain task will take, the time factors for each element are added together. And the advantages of these methods are avoiding interruption of a normal production process, getting to know the standard before a task is done, which can aid in planning. And it's also widely accepted by unions, perhaps because the association that sets the standards is independent of management. And the last method is work sampling. It is the observations of a worker at random times to determine the time being spent on various tasks. Statistical sampling techniques are used to determine the number of observations needed to obtain the desired degree of reliability. So this is the end of my presentation. Now let's move on to the next part with Han.
Hello everyone, today I'll tell you about the site selection. Site selection is a rigorous process in conducting clinical trials successfully, efficiently, and in compliance with the regulatory guidelines. While choosing clinical trial sites, their manufacturer must consider carefully. But first and foremost, outweigh the ability to gather high-quality data, such as less working listings, logical surveys of processing, requirement of products, and emergency service, and so on. The whole success future of your enterprise depends on the good side. The good side of the site is therefore the layout and management will be largely influenced by the good side you select. Therefore, we strongly advise the construction and maneuverability of your enterprise. Next, a physical facility layout is the location of the various departments or units of the facility within the premise of the facility. Refer to arrangement of physical facility, such as machine replacement tool or furniture. There are the office desk for the computer in console in administrative system, and in the hospital has operation room laboratories on the nursing station. There the objects are things used for a purpose. For example, operating room where the doctor used for carry out surgery. Next about the process layout. You can create the furniture is outlined, and you can say process layout is the arrangement of process components account to the function they perform. For example, when processes occur, the label are divided into small groups with difficult with different missions, such as was first make glass, others brought makes bricks, and others brought make entrance, and so on. And then they match it together to become the perfect product. Next, I told you about product layer. You can break the functions into base 634 as product layout is the broadest arrangements that entails moving broadest out and assembly lines are covered. That series of the work until com the com the project is completed. Advantage is sum up the advantage in high rates of output and low unit cost. I focus on disadvantage. First one, though repetitive job. Um, the process layout easy to make labor boss because their jobs repeat day by day, year by year. The second one, unskilled workers. Most of the production judgment are performed by the automated machine. Um, Based on the career, it doesn't need a more skilled form of labor. For example, the worker, your worker, the worker's mission is less well on purpose, and she always know how to base labor, and it quite easy to do that. And she doesn't need a small skill about nothing. To find the ones is center plan in practical. It ties off the processing of production of faculty costly comprehensive is quite difficult to meet the society demand when something changes or develops new changes in the society. Next, about the fixed position layout. Is this method used for the large highways projects? It can't move. The methods for mixed projects can stay at one location and let equipment, people, materials are smooth to that project as needed. Yes, this method is used for the plans of military aircraft. The advantage of the fixed position layout has some benefits. First one is save the cost and time. It involves movements of workers from the workstation to another station. The sample is your small brothers. He has made space amount of money and cost on doing that. The second one is this matters. The layout flexible as in trend with in job design and operations sequence can be easy to incorporate. And the final one is the adjustment can be easy to carefully match to mix the shortage of material or absence of worker in Jenkins is consequence of operation. Maintenance control is the sum of all activity involved in keeping the production system in working order. Every company also take cost for preventive maintenance to guarantee that the production facility equipment is good working order in case of the machine breakdown. Next, learning curve. Learning curve is graphic representation is a decrease in time required to do a particular task as that task is repeated by observation. For example, is that the worker actually it takes the worker 20 minutes to finish the process. I tend to skill tend to skill a technique or the other stuff like this. It takes the worker just needs the 10 minutes to finish to complete the same process. By the time she can jump 2 minutes and the time will be continue decrease. To understand the physics process, let's watch the video.
Similar to regression analysis, learning curve is another method of studying cost relationships that can be used to create CERs. It's also broken out for independent discussion because its magnitude as a cost driver with staffing issues, especially among organizations that support ever-changing technologies in learning curve, may be the only, or at least major cost driver with the adoption of a new technology. With learning curve, the more an individual performs a task, like programming or resolving a problem such as in a help desk environment, their competency for that activity improves. Eventually their competency curve crosses their time to resolution or completion curve, and the organization sees diminishing returns on subsequent resolution completions. Again, though, understanding learning curve is extremely important to those organizations that support technology, since staffing costs are their major cost drivers.